Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Southern Angel Stamping. My name is Tammy. Today I'm doing a paper pumpkin alternative. This is what I had left. Here's some of my supplies. This was the ink spot, CAJUN CRAZE for this kit. Here's our twine. And here were the stamps. The ones that are have subscribed to me, I sent them a little kit with some goodies and stuff so they could follow along with me, because I have 3 tutorials and I wanted them to have the supplies. Oh, here's the boxes. I'll show you those first. I actually had to remake my boxes because Nugget, one of our dogs, our youngest dog, ended up getting up on my desk. I've moved everything, make sure I'm back in line here. Okay. He got up here one night when I was upstairs in the bath. My husband was at work and he got up and tore into everything and tore into my boxes, all my paper pumpkin stuff, and destroyed everything. Almost destroyed my entire kit. So luckily, the box was way up even higher, so I don't even know how he ended up getting into that, but oh boy, was I upset. So anyway, I had to make some more. Luckily my cards didn't get destroyed though. Thank the Lord for that. So here are the little cracker boxes that I ended up remaking. So they are, you know, double-sided. And one of these, I guess I should have done it on the other side, but this one I did. And this one I did different. I actually cut a piece off and made it square instead of like this octagon shape. If you cut like just that part off on one side and then have these little flaps here and tuck them down in, make the box smaller, and you can have it sitting up if you want, or you can do it like this, or just have them like this. But it's just some alternative ways of making them. So, but these are the ones I made in the little boxes. So that's the boxes. You can put anything in them. They're real cute. One idea you could do is with these, instead of passing them out, would really be cute, thought about, was laying them out for at your dinner table at Thanksgiving. That would be real cute. You could do that. Making some little maybe mini cards or place cards or something like that. That'd be really cute table setting for Thanksgiving. Okay. So that's just some ideas for you. So here are the cards, and then I do have some cards over here that I'm going to make with you. Okay, so let me show you these first. So here's this one, and all I did was cut like the middle of the box, this part, the middle of the box, and use it as some designer series paper. And then I had just cut some strips of paper behind it. I didn't even use a whole piece of like the CAJUN CRAZE. Okay, and then I just build up on the little, looks like a little stamp to me. Let's see, I think it's this piece right here. It's been cut, just one of those little pieces right there. It's on the little stamp piece, and then flowers, 3 little flowers is on top of it, and then some twine behind there. So just real simple and easy. And then nothing inside yet, because I wasn't sure what kind of card I want it to be. All I did was just stamp some flowers there in the corner. Okay, so there's that one. This one's real similar to it. It's just basically the opposite. So if you look at them together, you will see that this and this came from this piece. It was the ends here. So see, if you get your cracker box, you'll see what I'm talking about. Turn it this way. This, say here, it comes from here, and this is this piece. So all I did was cut this and use it here, and then I used this piece here, and then, like I said, the little diamond, or it looks like an hourglass piece. I used one of the little hourglass pieces behind the flowers there, and then this piece here is a piece of this and a piece of this, cut like half here and half here and put together, met in the middle behind the pumpkin. So that's all that is. And then I just stamped and made my own designer series paper with that right there. And then inside I did give thanks and did some pump. This is actually from a stamp set. I did use some of my stamp sets. Let's see, I used let's see. Okay, I think I used this stamp set for the give thanks, it looks like. And then I used, I used the pumpkins from the paper pumpkin, but I used that little acorn right there from Banner Year. So I used a Ranger wreath right there and Banner Year for the little acorn. Alright, so here's give thanks on this one, and I just cut all the little pieces here and then added the leaves. I used these little pieces here. Everything's from the paper pumpkin on here. Very simple. You can see that I used, just pieces of the box. And then I used, I think I used that old, I used that old from last year, I believe. Yeah, this is from last year. It said Happy Thanksgiving stamp set. It's the last year's paper pumpkin. So I used it inside and then just put some leaves in there. So, I mean, if you don't have that, then, I mean, you can just stamp whatever you have. Here again, okay, now this is the one I was wanting to show you. I'll have space to work here. I've gotten some of this paper here. It's not the same colors, but just to give you an idea. You get two pieces like that. That's all that is. and then you put your solid piece of cardstock on top, and see, you never can tell. You never would have known I used this if I hadn't have told you, because see, you don't see all that by the time you put your cardstock on top. You don't know all these holes are there, and that's good colored paper right there to use for a good background for underneath. So that's what I used right there. And that's a good tip too, if you're using colored paper underneath, go ahead and punch something out of that paper or die cut or something. See, like I die cutted, I used some orange paper and I went ahead and did a die cut out of it before I used it. Just make sure you don't get it too big. Nothing's in this one. Now this one took quite a bit of time, but it was fun to do. This one is similar to the one that they had on the back. Yeah, it's similar to theirs right here, but I did mine different. They've got Hello Pumpkin, and I think their card is smaller, and then they got, theirs are all the same, and let's see what else. They've also got a jack-o'-lantern, so you can see mine's a lot different. And they've also got, their cardstock is all, I think, CAJUN CRAZE on CAJUN CRAZE, and mine's pumpkin on with CAJUN CRAZE on it. So, and then I've got just the pumpkins, and I decided to do every other color here and go down, and I put Happy Fall Y'all, and then inside I put a sentiment from one of my stamp sets and some leaves and a pumpkin down here. And here's one that took some time, but I thought the end results turned out really nice. I just cut all of those little inner pieces. Let me get them out. All of these. Well, I could get one out. All of these I cut in half, and I did every other one and glued them down. Same down here. And then I got some of these as diamonds and glued them down in the middle. And then I got one of these like here and glued it on top of this piece and glued some leaves down. And then a piece of that this ribbon. I love this ribbon. It's so nice. The cinnamon cider. It's one of the new in colors, and made a bow. Okay, the next card is Happy Thanksgiving card, and I did a wreath, and it's kind of similar to what they did, but it's a little different because theirs says give thanks and their wreath is different from mine. I used my stitched label dies. I believe that's what they're called. Is that what they're called? Yeah, Tasteful label dies. That's close. And then I use these little pearls that I had, and then also used this ribbon, which is the gingham ribbon in Bumblebee. It's one of the new ribbons. Oh, and then inside, now I really outdid myself in this one. Check this out. How about that? It's a pop-up. And here's where I used some of the last year items. Just the train behind here. But I put the pumpkin, and how I popped it up was used one of these, and see, it's popped up on that, so that's real simple to do. But I had a piece of that left over, so I noticed I could use that in there, and I'll show you how to do that. And then I just kind of build up my layers there, and then I used one of those stitched labels right here to where you can sign the card. So this is a real pretty card. It can either sit like that, or I can sit it up like this. So either way, it's pretty inside and out. That's a real pretty card. I'm gonna have to give this one to my mom for Thanksgiving. She'll love this one. She always loves my card. She'll really go nuts over this one. Kind of went overboard on that one. And then this card here, I used all those little diamond shapes and made 2 little flowers, and then just quickly did a little sketch for the stem and leaves to make it look like a flower. And some of those these right here, okay, used just to put in the center. And this is that pumpkin paper that I was talking about, where I knew it was going to be covered up, so I just cut that out of it so I'd have it to use when I needed it. Nothing's been in it yet. I've already really done everything, so it wouldn't take so long. But you just get you a card base, okay, and I'll have the measurements out, everything on the blog. And then these little strips here, and of course, if I'm not your demonstrator, you didn't get this, because this is old paper, and I just sent it to the ones that I'm a demonstrator to, so they would have it. So you can use whatever, paper you want. But I had this on hand, and I wanted them to have it. Let's see. And go ahead and you just stamp out with the little leaf on the solid piece of pumpkin pie paper. Alright, I thought I was doing a pop-up in this one, but apparently the way I'm doing it has to be this way, so for it to work. And this card is going in this direction, so I think I can do the pop-up in another one to show you. So I had to pause for a minute and figure everything out, but we can just keep on rolling along here. We're gonna just add some glue to the back, or some type of adhesive. I'm just going to use the liquid glue That way it makes it a little easier to make sure I'm getting it in place. Okay. And then we're just going to kind of you know what, I take that back. We should have stamped because those leaves aren't coming out over here. So what we're going to have to do is get a scratch piece of paper now. Let me show you how to fix this. Get a scratch piece of paper and butt it up against that. And where to put the stamps. This is an easy fix. This is a good thing I kind of did a boo-boo here so I can show you how to fix it. Get your ink. Get your little leaf here, so if you ever make a mistake and you decide you want to, where's my little block? Okay. You ever need to stamp and you've already glued down and you want to stamp more, but you don't want to go onto the other piece of paper, you get your, like I said, get your scrap piece, put it right up against there. The reason we're doing that is to make it look more like it's a real designer piece of paper. So you gotta turn your leaf all different directions. And let's see, that might be alright. Let's see. It still kind of looks plain in a few spots. We'll go ahead and stamp a few more. Okay, I don't think I have to worry about the middle because that's not going to really show up. It's just that very edge. See, now that's going to look better. Alright, let me clean the stamp off real quick. Alright, next we're going to glue our little strips down. just like that. And you're going to end up having a couple of pieces like this that you can cut from the box. So you need to be able to get them so that you can put them together like this and glue them together. Okay, you can either glue them with the glue or use glue dots or, you know, some kind of adhesive. I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal for this. Okay, just run it across like that, and then I'm going to attach them just like that. Okay. We'll put that down, but right there, we'll use the Stampin' Seal again. Like that. Okay, and we are going to put these other little pieces over here. And let's see, I think we need some twine. Where do I put the twine? In the box, good place for it. Let's see. We need a bow. Better than that. Until we do it again. Alright, y'all, Ella's gotta go out, so I'm gonna have to pause it and go let her go potty. she's wanting for. We're going to do a bow for that right there. While I'm thinking about it, here is my October host code right here. So if you're wanting to order anything for this month, just use this host code right before you put in your order. So now we can just go ahead and finish this up. Let me see. I think and there we go. And then you can do the inside however you want to grade it. I'm not going to worry with it right now, I guess. What would be really cute is to get the stamp and stamp some leaves and leave enough room to write whatever you want, or stamp whatever you want. But I'll just do that later on. I'm going to be using this lovely label Pick-a-Punch, but if you don't have it, don't worry about it. I mean, you can get it if you would like, and if you don't have it and want to go ahead and do it, that's fine too. You can just have the pieces look like this, but then if you want to order it, that's great. So here is what I was doing. I know there's a lot of information in this one little video. Okay. If y'all are liking this, these cards, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and also please share the video with other people so that they can watch, and if they're not a subscriber, maybe they'll subscribe also. If you're not a subscriber, I'd love it if you would subscribe to my channel. And when you do, please make sure you click all notifications, so that way YouTube will notify you on all my new videos. And if y'all would please leave me comments and let me know what you think at the end of the video. I do answer all my comments back. I know a few years ago I was getting comments, but sometimes I didn't see my comments or something. I was doing everything strictly on my phone, so I didn't have a way of getting to my comments and commenting to people back. So there's quite a few comments where I didn't comment people back, but now all that's taken care of. I can see comments, I can comment people back and everything, because I have a computer now that I can get on. It's working. Of course, I share it with my husband because mine's still on the fritz, but I do share another computer with my husband, so I can get on that. And then I have my phone and I see them on that. So just letting y'all know that I do answer the comments back and I do see them. So I would love it if y'all would leave me comments, because I like seeing them. And I love responding with y'all, or corresponding with y'all. Let's see. Okay, we're going to put these down just like this. And I think we'll bring out that mat again, because I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal again. So let's just move all this out of the way. So I think it'll be quicker. Inside, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? This is going to be a pop-up. So I'm going to show you how to do a pop-up here with this piece. Move the glue. Now you get this piece here and you want this flat, and you're going to want to fold it and have that middle piece come up and have it bent just like that. Okay, and then you're going to want to have to where it'll go in just like that. See? And then you're going to want want adhesive on this piece to stick, and then on these pieces, and it'll stick. Alright. So we got adhesive there. So we'll line it up best we can in the middle. Don't worry about measuring it unless you just want to. I just kind of eyeball it the best I can. And just make sure your middle piece is tucked under there. Push it as close. Alright. Give it a good press. And then open it up. Alright, and then we're going to go on this side. Put your adhesive. Just be real careful, don't get any adhesive on the card itself. And then we're going to lay it back down. Give it a good press. And open it back up. And there we have our little pop-up thing. So this is the direction it's going to open, just like this. So now we're going to put our little thing right here. And we're gonna this is all of our little elements. So we've got two of these, and we've got just a piece of little cardstock that's been flagged. You know, I think I'm going to do it in the black ink. Ooh. I think because I can't see good through it, because it's stained, having the problem. So hopefully it'll stamp all right. I'm gonna have to try and get my stamps cleaned when they get stained. I don't like that because then I can't see through them and tell if they're inked up. Ah, good job. I have heard that if you use Versamark, the clear ink, first, it will keep your stamps from staining. Finished. I've got one more tutorial here alternative to share with you, show you how to do. And then that's it, I think. Alright. Like that. Now you can decorate it up more, like with some falling leaves and stuff like that, which I'll probably come back and do. But for time's sake, we're just going to move along, because I know this video has gotten long, and a lot of people out there don't like real long videos. And I try not to do long videos. Keep people from having to sit here and watch the really long ones. Alright, so there's that one. Y'all let me know what you think of that. My Paper Pumpkin subscribers, y'all should have this paper and all. I sent you everything you need that you don't have in your kit. You should have this to make. So and the inside looks like this. Now I put Happy Thanksgiving, but you can put something else, write something or whatever. I've got Give Thanks on the outside. The Happy Thanksgiving came from the last year's. Alright, so card base and go ahead, we'll just go ahead and fix it. And this piece goes, your white piece goes on the inside. Simple enough. We've got some flowers that you can, are these the flowers? Okay. I guess this is the rest of it. I'm doing this a little bit backwards this time. Let's see, there should be like a little flower. Green leaf. Let's see if I did it the same. About the same, I think I did. This one. I'm just going to quickly glue these in here. If you don't want to glue them, you can stamp them. I did a lot of stamping, but I thought on this one I wanted to glue because of the smaller square. I wanted them to come off the white cardstock. So that's why I chose to have them like this time. I'll do the sentiment inside later. And we'll go ahead and move on to the front. And how odd, I'm missing my green piece. Okay, weird. What happened to my little green piece? Okay, I had to cut me another piece. So we're going to put it down here like that. I want it right down here like this. this. Okay. And then you're going to take a piece about like that, get you some scissors, and you're going to get 1, 2, 3, and just cut. And just trim them up a bit. Cut them in two. And I thought they looked like vases. So we're going to make them into flower vases. I'm telling you, there's just, I had so many ideas with this kit. This one kit here, I could have done so much more with than any of the kits I've ever gotten. I could have just kept going, but I tell you, this month just went by so fast. Because for 2 weeks, I just did not get a chance to do anything because I just had some family issues come up that I had to deal with and help out with my family, and yeah, I didn't get to do any work, so I was not happy about that. That was when I had planned to work on the paper pumpkin. Alright, so we're going to put down these little vases, and we'll just go ahead and glue those down. And you can use the bottom of that green paper as your guide. I like to go from one side to the other. And then in the middle, find my middle placement. Okay. And then we're just going to start kind of building up some flowers. Now you can use the blue dots if you want. Which I may end up having to if I run out of glue. I'm missing some flowers. Let's see. Okay. And then we need one of these little ones. They fit under the flower perfect. There we go. Maybe I should have just used the big one. I don't think I got it under there right. I guess it'll be all right. Okay, and then you just kind of keep on going. So we'll put the flower here. And we're going to do a, I need to stick one of these down under there. Just keep on adding. Alright. And we're gonna stamp. Let's see, where'd my stamps go? Oh, here it is. It's really hard to see white on white. Okay. Definitely been sitting here too long. Where are those blue dots? I think I will use them for this. If I can find them. I'll just have to get some others. Glue dot there, and we want a glue dot there. I like these little glue dots. I've got some of the Stampin' Up glue dots coming in, but they're not as small as this, I don't think. But they're nice to have. But I know these little paper backings do get to be a pain. Alright, so we're going to just pop that up right there. And if you have the minis, you can use them. If not, then use the regular size, and you can just like cut them. That's what we used to do before they came out with the minis. We used to cut them all the time. Alrighty, there we go, and that card is done. So we've made this one that we just did, and then we made this one, and I will do envelopes. I didn't have a time to make any envelopes to match. Usually I have envelopes to show you, but I always make matching envelopes. I don't ever have naked envelopes, so I'll have to make envelopes to match these. And then we have this one, and we have this one. We have this one, and we have this one. Well, this one. Y'all have to tell me which one's your favorite. This one, this one, and this one, this one, and this one, and then this one is like this one right here. There's 12 cards. Can't even get them all in here. 12 cards. I like the flower too. So what's your favorite? Y'all let me know down in the comment. Actually, these two are just alike. No, actually they're not. I did them different. And I didn't put the bling on this one. So y'all let me know which one's your favorite. Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to know what you think. And remember, if you do want to order anything this month, there is my host code. So I thank y'all for watching. I know this was a very long video. I do apologize. I don't like making long videos.